The discovered Pullman town is a typical company town, which is mostly self-contained community planned with a suite of amenities such as stores, houses of worship, schools, markets, and recreation facilities. Built from the late 18th century onwards by landowners and business magnates to house their workers. Some company towns have had high ideals, but many have been regarded as controlling and exploitative. Pullman Town is centered on railroad production factories, and the citizens of the town either work in the factories or are a family member of someone who does. In 1884, George Pullman completed construction of a new manufacturing complex at a town on 4,000 acres of land south of Chicago for the employees of his flourishing Pullman Palace Car Company, founded in 1867 to build luxury railroad sleeping cars and open the gentrification era of railroad history. He intended for his planned community to help prevent labor unrest, attract a skilled workforce, and maximize employee productivity by providing a clean, orderly environment away from the vice-filled big city. This unprecedented concept made his company the first profitable railroad business throughout American history. In this case, it is also recognized as the world's most perfect town at the International Hygienic and Pharmaceutical Exposition in 1896. Although some who lived there chafed under Pullman's iron rule, the residents could be evicted on short notice and faced random inspections by officials. Salons and town meetings were banned, and Pullman even had the final say on which books the library stocked and what performance the theatre put on. In 1893, demand for Pullman cars slackened in response to an economic downturn. The company laid off hundreds of workers and switched more pay-per-piece work. This work, while paying more per hour, reduced total worker income. Despite these cutbacks, the company did not reduce rents for workers who lived in the town of Pullman and even pressed on residents for housing loans. In 1894, workers initiated the most massive labor movement in American history called Pullman Strike, lasted for 2 months, ultimately leading to intervention by the U.S. government and the military. The summer of 1894, members of the American Railway Union representing the strikers succeeded in paralyzing the American railroad network west of Chicago by refusing to handle the popular Pullman cars. A federal judge's injunction against the union boycott turned the strikers' tide in favor of the Pullman Company. President Cleveland effectively finished the strikers off when he dispatched federal troops to Chicago, where they protected strikebreakers operating trains. In 1898, after George Pullman died, the Illinois Supreme Court ordered the Pullman Company to sell all its non-industrial property, allowing workers to buy their homes. The neighborhood, which was annexed to Chicago in 1889, went into a slow decline and the factory closed in 1957. Soon afterwards, Pullman was slated for demolition. However, it eluded that fate after residents protested and survived today. In the present days, Pullman Town is recognized as an essential heritage recorded over the 100 years of railroad development of America. The historic Pullman Foundation invited Chicago Community Trust and Alphawood Foundation to initiate a series of reconstruction planning in 2016, which includes the restoration of highway buildings and the public transporting hub for tourism industry, rebuild the local economic chain with adjacent neighborhoods. Although the old Pullman town is notorious for the top-down decision-making, the preservation of the heritage and redevelopment of this town is worthy or not is still an interesting question for all of us.